We call our network the North European Forest Ungulate Network, and we call it NEFUN. So we are researchers from Northern Europe, and we all do research on ungulate in some shape or form, interactions between the big herbivores and forest and forestry. Our main focus together is to kind of tease apart the interactions between forestry and the Northern European ungulates in a warmer climate. So what's going to happen in the future in the warmer climate with these complex interactions between the big herbivores that are eating the trees and forestry, and how forestry is trying to adapt to climate change and mitigate climate change. That's what we're interested in. Well, the concrete results from our many meetings and workshops are two. We are about to publish a big synthesis of literature published about ungulate species in the whole Northern Hemisphere and how they are affected by climate change. That's a very big review effort that we've been doing together since we started a few years ago, and we're almost there. I believe that the literature review we're working on is a very important piece in the puzzle. But in order to understand it, or try to predict, try to give recommendations, you need to understand each piece of the puzzle. And we started with that one, particular one. Yeah. And I think it's going to be very interesting synthesis for everybody interested in herbivory in the Northern Hemisphere and in terms of climate change effects. There is no such synthesis to date. And the second concrete result is that we have applied to the Biodiversa Plus call. It's a EU funding call together. And we've also increased our consortium to do this. And we passed the first stage in the application process, and we're now waiting to hear how it's going with the final second stage. And if we get this funding, this will kick off a major research program for the years to come. Well, for me as a scientist in Sweden, the contacts with the other Nordic countries, Norway and Finland in this case, have been very important. I collaborate with my colleagues in Norway and Finland in many projects. So the networking through NEFUN has been very valuable. For example, we've started collaborating with PhD projects and postdoc ideas and all sorts of things. So yeah, very important that way. Thanks to NEFUN, I started working with the Finnish colleagues. So that was giving a spark to that collaboration. My collaboration with my Norwegian colleagues has been going on for many years and was kind of created the basis for NEFUN since long. I think the gender equality guidelines are good. They are useful, I think, in most contexts where in forestry and also my area, ungulate research is often quite dominated by male researchers. And however, in our little network, we are very much equal in terms of gender balance. We started with 5 moose ladies some years ago. We call ourselves the moose ladies, working together without finances, just because we enjoy being together and producing science together. And then to obtain and apply for SNS funding, we realized it wasn't gender equal. So we then invited senior undergraduate researchers who happen to be male in different countries. And we are very happy with the results. It's a super nice group. Everybody is heard and gets to speak, even though we have everything from junior to senior scientists in the group. We have discussed the SNS guidelines together, and that created an interesting discussion. For example, the realization that we have quite a unique group